So number three is writer. Now, this is not going to be an exciting part for a lot of you because the best way to find a writer is to look in the mirror, to look at yourself, right? You started the business, you're running this business, you're in it day to day, you know the ins and outs of window treatments or awnings, you know all these different things. And by far, you're the best one that could write content for your business. Now, in a lot of cases, we're juggling a ton of hats and you don't have time to sit down and write a blog post every week or every month, right? You're doing a lot of other things. So if that's the case, then you need to find somebody to write content for you. When it comes to finding people, there are two potential ways that you could find, that you could trade for the content. One obviously is to pay them, right? Just pay somebody to create content for you. The other way is exposure, probably less used, but there are people that just want to get published on different websites so that they could use that to then start to charge in the future, perhaps, something like that. So two different ways you could potentially pay somebody for content creation for yourself. One way to find content is to look at complementary sites. So sites that are publishing content related to what you're doing. A great way to kind of start getting ideas of who's writing. So in this case, Caroline Picard and Lauren Smith, it's very likely that their social media links are somewhere in this article, and you can reach out to them, say, hey, could you write for me, or what would it look like, that kind of stuff. So using those complementary sites is a great way to find people that could write for you. Another way is just do a search. In this case, window treatment blogger. Just do a search and see who is identifying themselves as window treatment bloggers, and find their contact information, reach out to them that way as well. It's another easy way to do it. There's also a service called FollowerWonk, which is a little bit crazy. It does cost, but there's some really cool things you can do with this. Again, you type in industry and then the word blogger or something like that. And what it does is it finds those words in people's Twitter profiles, Facebook profiles, things like that. Excuse me. And then it shows you some information about how many people are following them, how many tweets they've done, all these kind of things. Gives you a really good kind of understanding from a content creator standpoint, how active they are, how many engagements they're getting with the content they create. So some really cool ways to find writers with that. Another way to find writers is just to build a page on your website called Write for Us, and put it out there and put a form on there and let people just submit a form. I'd love to write for you guys. And this is a great way to get new writers. The other thing that's really cool from a writer standpoint, writers are going on Google and searching for these kinds of pages across the web. So by you creating a page like that, it's possible that people could find that page, fill out a form, and you kind of reverse find people by them finding you in this case. But a Write for Us page is really cool and can work to your advantage as well. When it comes to what to pay for content, we always have recommended going to some of these websites where people are looking to hire bloggers for different content pieces. So jobs.problogger is a great one. What you can do is just go out here and look for people who are hiring bloggers to write content for awning related things or window treatment related things or drapery or interior design, that kind of stuff. And then just see what other ads are out there and how much they are willing to pay, what the specs are for each job. Is it 1,000-word article? Do they want it about a specific subject or a specific keyword, things like that? And obviously there's different levels of writing, but it should give you a pretty good idea of what other people are hiring writers at as far as a price.